So welcome to your first Staragate Megapanel. As is our custom, as some of our panelists know, we kind of like to get to know a little bit about them, not just the faces that we see on the screen. So I would like to ask you, this is your first day here at Con, just a little about your travel adventure. How was your traveling coming in today? Yeah, that was good.
Well, I don't tell you, when I used to work in Vancouver, I say used to because the show's over, I always used to fly on Alaskan Airlines. And I come from LA, and when I leave LA in the middle of summertime, it's like it is today. It's 85 degrees, I get onto the Alaskan Airlines, and it will be like 50 degrees on the plane. And the one day I actually said to the lady working on the plane, I said, I know this is Alaskan Airlines, but it doesn't have to be the temperature of Alaska. Anyway, I had the same kind of experience coming over here on Airstran. It really was freezing on the plane, but besides that, everything was great. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm so boring. Flight here was fine. It's my outgoing flight that I'm really concerned about. I leave directly from Atlanta and I go to Bogota, Colombia. So for those of you who would like to take pictures of all my digits while I still have them, feel free. I could use them as proof that I had them going in. But that's it. You know, it was a long flight. I was excited to be coming out here for my second time, and that kept me going for the 4 hours and 49 minutes on board. And for, I'm not going to say it, there might be kids around. That's it. I'll talk about as well on my head.
Okay. I really had a very uneventful travel experience coming from New York. It was a short 2-hour flight, and it was great. Although I just noticed that flying isn't fun anymore. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but nobody really treats you well anymore, and you're lucky if you can get a pillow.
Especially if you look like me. Would you step this way, sir? You look awfully familiar. No, really, I'm an actor. Sorry.
So I plugged my iPod in, and everything was cool. And I was learning some lines of a novel that I had adapted with my daughter Emily, and so I was hitting my lines. Airplane is a good place to do that. And I'm glad to be here in Atlanta. I haven't been here for a long time. I did several jobs here, but it's been a while. Fun. It was my first Dragon Con. I had a lot of fun today with maybe some of you guys, and I hope to see you again.
Well, I actually moved to Los Angeles, and I worked until midnight last night, and then a car came to pick me up at 4 o'clock this morning. So I will be much more situated tomorrow, I promise. But I got on a plane, I felt well, at least I didn't grab a couple hours sleep on the plane. The woman beside me, I guess she decided to clean out and organize all of her bags. So it was just like stuff spread out, and as soon as I was about to fall asleep, and like a notebook would land on my lap, and then the lipstick flying across the room. So I wasn't liking her too much. I hope she's not here. Oh, there you are. Lipstick. But glad to be here. And yeah, 6 years ago, it was a wonderful time. It was so warm and welcoming and supportive, and it's great to be back. So thank you.
Trip over here. Let's see, I flew in from Vancouver, British Columbia, up in Canada, and I was on the flight, and I had my Bible, sweetly, and a couple of my things. They actually asked me to move seats for some lady needed to stretch out. I don't know what that meant, but I got a whole row to myself, so I had like my bag and my camera and everything, my laptop. I had a little office going, which was beautiful. And they have movies that I never knew they had, so I watched Forbidden Kingdom, and I watched half of the new Indiana Jones, and I fell asleep. And then uh,